This is Shenarri Greens, and you're now watching 2SEATER Radio.
Check. We live for another episode of 2SEATER Radio. I'm so excited to have my friend to my left of me, my friend to my right of me. What's up, dog? But no, we got Shenarri. Are you Freeman or Greens?
Let's go with Greens.
Greens.
Today.
Shenarri Greens in the building with us, a longtime friend. I want to start off the episode just saying I appreciate you coming through. I appreciate, even prior to this episode, how much you've helped me with things in my own journey and supported me. And then I've just been so excited to watch you continue to just, blossom in so many different ways and so many different avenues. So yeah, that's my intro for you.
Thanks, Trey.
Of course, you gotta be.
Thank you.
But now here we are, one of the top chefs in New York, well, in the vegan world. New York Times. Name a couple of the publications that's been talking about you.
Honestly, I'm everywhere. New York Times, Forbes, Vogue, Financial Times, everything. Yeah, all the big ones.
And what are they specifically speaking to you about? Like, what is your role? What is your title? And what is like creating this frenzy around you? And
so I'm Shenarri Greens. I'm the executive chef of Cadence New York, which is a vegan Southern soul food restaurant. Mm-hmm. I want to say it's one of the first of its kind, so that's why we're attracting so much attention. Outside of the food being amazing, obviously, because I made it. But so we get a lot of press and PR just circling around like what we're doing, the food that we're making. It's not your typical vegan food. It's not like a bunch of soy or anything like that. It's very creative and delicious, flavorful vegan food.
Yeah, I still haven't got to go yet. I'm going to get there soon. I'm always in New York, but can you tell him how much of a hot commodity it is? Like, I really got to call you and be like, look, you really going to have to try to get me in type John.
I'm not going to lie, we do be sold out and pretty booked, but I know Trey is like a busy man, so I don't take it personal. It's nothing personal. We've only been open for 6 months, nothing personal. But whenever you get a chance, please do come by. We'll welcome you with open arms.
Do you eat vegan food?
Yeah, for sure.
Have you ever been vegan like for a certain amount of time?
No. I would, but I just haven't had to do something. But I would though.
How long do you think you could do it for?
You could do it.
I could do 6 months.
You could do 6
If
months?
I could do 6 months, I might just do a year.
No chicken tenders, bro?
I don't eat chicken tenders. Shit like that.
There's more to life than chicken tenders.
I don't know if I even agree with that, dog.
It is. Like, there's so much more to life.
So, talking chicken tenders, when I met you, we both, had our hands like in music. You were doing stuff independently, but then you were even working in D.C. at 930 Club. Y'all was serving like bar food. Like, how did you transition from serving like nightclub, music venue food to guests to like this fire creative style like dishes? Like, what was that transition like?
That was actually my first kitchen job, which was about 10 years ago. Yeah, it was like 2011, 2012 or something. It was actually my first time being introduced to vegan food.
930 Club had vegan food?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
So we had like vegan chili, had like sandwiches, have like tapenade and like hummus, all this stuff.
10 years?
No. I've only been vegan for like 6-7 years. But that was my first introduction into vegan food. So fast forward now, after like adopting the lifestyle myself, going to culinary school, traveling, being a foodie, eating out, I think all of these things kind of like contribute to the food that I make today.
Fire. Let's talk back, and now I'll keep jumping back to it. Like your music introduction, do you think you working, with DJs, with artists, with events, you know, you was working with like Marvin's for a while. You was like curating stuff. I know you were managing some DJs and helping with some events. Do you think just your eye for like cool looks and cool things has like transitioned into how I think it's really benefiting Cadence, but I don't think people recognize like how much you have a knack for like knowing what the cool shit is?
Yeah, I mean, I'm at the end of the day, like I'm an artist, like I'm a creative. Like I've always been good with my hands and my eyes. So like even when I used to bartend, like I would make great drinks, or when I was like kind of into photography, like my pictures were pretty fire. Now I'm into food, so
you were doing photography.
I know I've done like so much, and I don't even care to talk about it. Like I just kind of focus on what I'm currently doing. But I think all of those things tie into like who I am and what I do today. Like it just kind of all flows.
Have you like? So I know. Recently we saw Vashti stop by the restaurant. You said she hit you up, and that's one of the like people that was like a inspiration to you early on, even before you got to this position. Who else have you served in this time that you had a chance to be in this position? Like that's like, damn, I'm really serving. Like, can you name drop like maybe 2 or 3 people that might be cool?
Yeah, I don't know if just like I'll just say the names. Because I'm gonna say I don't know if you would know them. Like I know them because I'm in the food world, but you know it's like a completely different audience. So one person would definitely be Brian Terry. He's a really big food book and cookbook author. He's been in the vegan game for like over 20 plus years. So he came by the restaurant not too long ago, and he was like, you know, I've traveled the world, like I've been everywhere, and like I've always been looking for food just like this. And he just like gave me my flowers right on the spot.
You heard about it, or he just was like found it on random?
I don't know how he found it. Like I'm pretty sure he probably saw something, or like the Black chef community is smaller than you think. So as soon as one person is doing something, like we're all gonna go support that person. Like it may take a while for us to get there, but it's a really small circle. Especially in New York, we all just kind of like, it's like a gang. Like we are a gang. So Brian Terry is one of my favorites. And then who else? I guess Steven from High on the Hog. This is a Netflix.
I've heard of High on the Hog. Oh, that's I think you mentioned it to me, but it's a Netflix show.
It's a Netflix short docuseries about like basically how African American cuisine and like pretty much influence all of the food that we eat today, and just connecting the dots between like how our food got from Africa to America today. That's what the documentary is about. But he came by and I was just like I was just so shook. Like
that's fire.
Also gave me my flowers, but yeah.
That's tough.
Do you think minorities are well represented in culinary arts?
Of course not. No.
Which is crazy because like how? Like
because niggas be cooking, niggas be selling platters, they're like that's what we do. So what happens? Like we just can't get it legit. Like the same thing that's happening to like maybe the marijuana business or something.
I think it's the same thing with like all industries. Like we all know that we're like the gatekeepers of like culture, and pretty much everything that happens in like any art that is put out, like that's us. And a lot of times, like, it's stolen from us. We're not getting the credit. We're not getting paid. Like, we don't get, like, you know, the proper support.
Or we can't secure the properties to really, like...
That, too. So I think there's a lot of different factors that go into it. But, you know, the people that do make it through, it's, like, important for them to reach back and pull the next person up. That happens a lot of times as well. Like, people get into the spotlight or, like, certain positions, and they don't reach back and bring the next person up. So I don't know, it's like a lot of different factors that goes into it.
Well, shout out to you breaking down barriers. It's gonna get us into shot o'clock real quick because we celebrating Shenarri Greens today.
Thank you.
How I get the fattest shot?
Poured it.
So let's ask some more fun questions. Not that this hasn't been fun, but so as a chef, as a black chef, you're dating and stuff, right?
Ooh.
Do every boy you meet?
That's what I'm gonna ask you.
Do every boy you meet? Is it like a requirement?
Oh
like,
my
when you gonna cook for me? Is that like the go-to, John?
I'm dead. I'm sorry, I was laughing. What is the question?
Is that the go-to for every boy you meet? Like, when you gonna cook for me? I'm saying it, but really I'm speaking for myself because I would probably say some shit like that.
For sure.
Most men do ask me that, and I'm just like, I mean, really, like, for real? Like, you can come to the restaurant? But I mean, I also just really enjoy cooking, so that's like something very minor. Like, it's going to happen regardless. I just rather people not ask me that.
Is it a requirement that the person you're dating knows how to cook?
No. It would be nice, but it's not in my like hit or miss list.
So she's from Richmond.
Mm-hmm.
Virginia.
Yeah, Virginia. What are some, like, Philly, we got what we got. I think Philly's a fire food city. What's a fire food, like, either item or just spot in Richmond? Like, I don't think I know of any.
To be honest, I don't really, like, I left Richmond when I was 18, and I wasn't really into the food scene. So I actually don't, like, that's something that I need to actually tap back into, like,
From
going
1 to 18, there was no spot.
Yeah, no, there's no food. Like, there's no, like, we could at least say cheesesteaks for Philly. Like, you don't have nothing that,
I mean, like, I'm trying to think of, like, a spot that I would, like, always go to.
Well, what's an item that everybody eat that's, like, the go-to Richmond food? Like, if you in Baltimore, they like crab legs.
I think for Richmond, I guess, like, oysters. Like, Virginia's known for oysters, so
Okay.
if you can find, like, a good spot with, like, some fried oysters or just, like, raw oysters, like, that's something. But, like, my family's very country, so I don't think we necessarily eat what most people in Richmond
Y'all was eating,
eat.
like, pig feet and stuff?
Absolutely. Like,
That's
pig
fire.
feet, chitlins, like, pigtail,
Yeah.
all types of stuff. But I don't think that's, like, a Richmond thing. Like, my family didn't necessarily eat what everybody else in Richmond ate.
What's on your cooking playlist?
Ooh. I listen to a lot of Baby Keem. Just because I need to get the energy going, and I need to be, like, hyped and pumped up. Mm-hmm. Still a Dom Kennedy girl for life.
Mm-hmm. You committed.
I'm committed. I'm just there for life.
I feel that.
A lot of Toro. Who else am I jamming to? I listen to a lot of older music, like stuff from like early 2000s. Or I listen to like Stevie Wonder, like Donna Summers. Who else? Yeah, I listen to like mostly old stuff, but I may like sprinkle in some current rap.
Nice. Do you have any advice for, like, say, a young black woman that's looking to get into the culinary industry?
Advice. I would say definitely learn the craft. I don't think everyone needs to necessarily go to culinary school, but I think you should definitely, take some time and understand just regular cooking techniques, or like how to use a knife and like knife cuts, things like that. Also just create your own lane. Like if you don't see a lane for you, create your own and people will follow. Sometimes it may take a while. It took me like 10 years to get to this point, but like eventually people will catch on. So just kind of like follow your passion and like see it through.
That's good shit. I wonder, is there anything that's coming up that you want people to look out for? I know some things, and y'all should just keep up with her, make sure y'all follow her, but I wonder if you're able to speak on it or no.
I don't think I can speak on it.
Right. She got some shit coming.
But I guess like today the restaurant was named top 50 restaurants in America, which is like crazy because there's over 1 million restaurants in America.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, what?
Yeah, you head chef. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. So I have some exciting things to do when I get back.
You are most celebrity guest ever. All these rappers think they're the most celebrity. It's really you.
I'm chill though. Like, I'm cool. Like, I don't, I'm calm.
Let everybody know where to follow you at. I really appreciate you stopping by. We've been talking about doing this for a while.
I know. I be doing too much in LA. But you can follow me at Shenarri Greens, SHENARRI GREENS. You can follow me on Instagram. Yeah, just follow me on Instagram.
Shit, not the tweets. Thank you for coming, yo.